My name is Keita Wangari. I am the founder of Exitous.co, and I am Tech AF. Exodus is designed to support people who are anticipating being laid off and they're very anxious about it, or they have been laid off and need help managing the process. The goal of Exodus is to completely change the game about how people experience layoffs and give the power back to the worker. The stage I'm at right now is building the MVP so that I can get people in there and using it and providing feedback. I saw the structure and I saw that at the end of it, I would have a clickable prototype. I just knew that I needed that. I did not have a lot of time and I just needed support, peers, and structure to stay on track through, honestly, I've been in tech for a long time, but doing this myself, I really felt like I just needed the support. And everything that I saw that they were providing, it was so super structured every single week. This is what you're going to do. This is what you have to deliver. And I needed that. Having the videos that I could watch at my own pace, paired with being able to then talk in person about it. There are video courses out there, but it's not just having the video. It's actually having those videos, having templates, and then being able to talk about it in person. And I think the in person part for me was honestly the experience that Kristen had. She was so super honest. I mean, if she's looking at your total addressable market and it's like, that's not going to get it, she's going to say that. And that was so much appreciated. Or here's how you're going to go after the market. Okay, you need to be saying this, this, and this because she's been there. So I think, just having that very personalized coaching based on what she knows specifically about what I'm doing. Thinking about the pitch deck that I created after reading a book. I mean, this was a highly recommended book on how to do pitch decks. And I thought I had a pretty cool pitch deck. And then when I got into the module about your market, I completely changed what I had and felt like, what I had it was nothing compared to what I learned in the module on figuring out your market. So I think figuring out the market and actually going through and documenting the sources and putting the numbers together was really helpful and just took me a long way from where I was before and how I was thinking about the market beforehand. That's one, but I mean, man, I can't not talk about the whole prototype. I've obviously been in Figma looking at wireframes, and before Figma, whatever was the wireframing tool of choice before that. But putting one together for my own product and the way that it was laid out in the module, step by step with all the examples, just made it so much faster. And because I mentioned I don't have a lot of time, I just did not have a lot of free time. Yes, I completely planned to do this full time, but reality is, in the moment, I did not have 40 hours a week to put into this. And so being able to do some of these pieces a lot more quickly was just the greatest. I feel a lot more prepared. I just got started on this less than a year ago and read some books, was all fired up. A lot of things made sense. And, I had a book understanding of what was happening, but getting into the nitty gritty of it, I felt like I could just speak to these things with a little bit more confidence, and not even a little bit more confidence, a lot more confidence. And I feel like I was able to shape what I have. That just makes me feel more confident because I've thought about things. And so when I'm talking to developers and they're mentioning some things, yep, thought about that. And yes, decided not to go that route right now. And just having that fuller conversation, I don't know, 6 months ago, I don't think I could have gotten that from a book. Does it mean I know everything? No. And I'm actually more confident about that too. More confident in myself as a woman doing this because some of these other spaces, I sort of leave them feeling like I can't do this. And I leave Tech AF feeling like I can do this. And so I don't know, you have to have that. You have to, because it will just beat you down. And this is not a place where Black women over 50 are just like, whoo, thriving. It's hard. And I knew it was going to be hard. And yeah, I just needed this space. It's like one of those things of, do you need Black groups at work? And we don't exclude people. Like, you're not Black, you can't be in the Black UX group or in the Black Googler network. Of course, allies are welcome for things, but there are definitely some things that you feel safer saying, and you feel like you get the head nods of people who understand and have experienced certain things. You just need that. And so I think some of the things that women go through, sometimes, you don't want to always say it in front of men because it can sound like, or you're whining, or I don't know, whatever reason. It's just a safer space. I feel like I can't stress this enough. It's not that you're not of the tech world, because again, 30 years in tech, but you're not a coder. You're not a technical developer. And I don't know if people realize that that's what it means by saying this is for non-technical women. And so I feel more knowledgeable about how some of the tech would apply to what I'm doing than I was before. I'm not running around talking about React or Node, those technologies. It's not in PRDs that I'm looking at. And now those are things that I'm needing to speak to at a certain level and understand how they influence what I'm going to do. And so I feel a little bit more confident about that. Of course, I could have gotten there on my own. I mean, I feel like with enough time, there's not much women can't do, all of us, honestly. We're all smart, we're all capable. So could I have? Yes. Would I have? That's the question. And how long? Who knows? I don't know. I did not need to learn Figma inside out to create a clickable prototype. So that's the win for me. It's like, get me through the basics because I know what a clickable prototype looks like. I know what wireframes look like. Just show me really quickly, give me a template, how to do it, and then I can start getting my ideas out. That's all I need. And that's what I got. So, yeah, I don't want to take a tutorial on Figma to be able to get there. I was like, what? I'm going to have a clickable prototype at the end of this. I got to see this. And sure enough, there it was. And I will say that I was showing somebody and I was like, okay, it's not a lot, but you know, here it is. And this is someone who was a design director, and he's like, I've never done a clickable prototype. This is more, he's like, you've done more in Figma than I've done. So I was a little proud of that. I can be the product owner and guide the development of my product into the experience that I want to see. I know enough to be able to bridge those two together or guide others into bridging those two pieces together. How similar our experiences are from such different backgrounds, range of experiences. What I liked is that we were all at a different stage. And so there was a group that was ahead of me, and then there was someone that came in behind me, and how we were all able to learn from each other and support each other. How much of this experience is similar, at least in terms of, of software development. I mean, nobody was building autonomous vehicle, or anything like that. I felt like our experiences were similar and our challenges were similar. And we're all short of time.
Was there anything that I didn't ask you that you would like to say about your experience with Tech AF, or anything to anyone who's considering working with us in our program?
Well, You didn't ask about yourself and Ashley. There is something, Kristen, about your energy that is like the real deal. And that was what sold me is that first meeting that I had with you and Ashley. There is a sincerity, and I don't know, when I say energy, I mean energy, but I also mean a, so I don't know how to put this into a word right now, but there's so much in you that wants us to be successful that that comes through. And I don't know, that I feel like is just golden. When I was mentioning how you need that, I mean, the week gets hard and you start getting in the weeds and it's like, oh my god, like really. And then you're just so encouraging. So I don't know that just anybody could do tech AF, Kristen. So yeah.